VLDC15, level by Anonymous Mouse. Haha, screw you, Trip Attack. You won't get away with copyright claiming any more vids of this level due to a match with a song, Extraterrestrial Visitations. Oh, okay. This seems like a long beef between the hacker and this particular YouTube troll. Standard level, 5 Dragon Coin, 3 Up Moon, 2 checkpoints. Good luck. Have fun. There's a bunch of posts on NES Dev with reasons not to use MC. How many of them are authored by Fiskbit, though? That's the question. All right, let's go to the Soapy Skies, and we'll read the credits after. Tutorial. Oh, that's a bad sign of VLDC. 1. It's not bonkable. Okay. Swim. Alright, we have swimmable objects. Good. Non-solid. Okay. I see what I should have done there. Can I reset? What does 1 do? Go back to the tutorial. Like, I see what it wanted me to do, and I just did not do it properly. Like, is this... That wasn't it. Ooh! Oh, that's cool! Is this gonna kill me? Oh, wait, that's water. Okay, mistakes were made. I was trying to do this Sudoku, this giant Sudoku, and realized I'm not talented enough to do this Sudoku. MC5 does look fun to play around. I think if you know what you're doing, it's probably reasonable, but like, for most people, they just don't need that. And I think Fiskbit's big reason for not wanting people to use MMC5 is there's just not that many of them in existence. So like, if someone does decide to use MMC5, they need to rip it out of a real cart and do that, which kind of sucks. Because it's another game that doesn't exist. Now, to be fair, who really needs another copy of, like, Nintendo Soccer or whatever? I don't know. Whatever MMC5 you can find. There's probably a few that are just like, yeah, sure, whatever, who cares? But... Oh. Interesting. But yeah, now, if there are, like, actual reasonable facsimile chips now, because I know that MMC3 has good facsimile chips. Like, you can buy a modern MMC5 or MC3 chip from, like, somebody on the internet and put it in your repro cartridge. I like the Star Saw. Oh, wait, that's water. Someone is so good at this kind of thing. MMC3 is pretty copied one-to-one for repros. Yeah, exactly. Whereas, like, MMC5, you really do need an original or bring your own FPGA implementation, which is not really what people who are making NES, SNES, or NES games really want to do. There we go. No, I didn't want to do that. So, yeah, MMC3 is just a good choice. It does most of the things you're going to want to do. I think that's really it. And MMC5, well, it's cool, but you don't need it. Much like I didn't need to stand in the way of that saw. Don't even know what all the registers do. Yeah, exactly. I know Fistbit has complained about that before, too. There we go. That it's not as well understood. What am I doing here? That's what those are. I'm actually a bit surprised these are mushroom platforms. I did not see that coming. But yeah, just it's unnecessary overkill is more or less my point. But I do think 100th Coin should absolutely implement his tests using MMC5 just to cheese off Fiskbit. Okay, I was about to be like, wait, how did they get stacks to work? And then realized what I was looking at. That's a pokey. It's a silly pokey, but it's a pokey. Everybody loves pokey. Okay, this... Wait, why did I stand there? I don't think I want a bomb. I don't need to reset us up the bomb. I'm so bad at air swimming. Another tutorial? But why? What value do I get out of that? Alright, well, I'm gonna hit the midway first. That seems smart. Any reason to use anything other than MC3 unless you want extra audio? Yeah, that is completely reasonable. This just takes the tutorial room again, okay. Like, it just does enough stuff. Like, I don't know, maybe there's a few other arguments, but they're not, like, great ones. What is 2? What does this take me? What is this room? It's a sky tree of sorts, okay. Oh, that's not it. Okay, I messed up, I think. Well, may as well do that now. I have to get a lot done in a short period of time. And I died. Never mind. IRQ is not fun on MMC3, but it gets the job done. Yeah. It's a scanline counter, right? If I recall correctly, or does it actually do something, have a different mechanism? Oh, there's nothing over here. Because, yeah, it doesn't work perfectly, obviously, because, like, we've seen Mario 3. Scanline counter and the sprites and graphics need to be in a specific location or it bugs out. That is very... Yeah, okay, I can see why you might want something a little more configurable. Oh, that's not... Okay. But I... Oh, I don't need that. I kind of needed that, I think. I'll take the mushroom. I won't take the mushroom. Blueberry on Twitch? I think it is just still Blueberry Bunny. I don't know. But you probably should just wait a bit. I don't think Blueberry Bunny will be awake for a bit. Oh yeah, I just need a shell, don't I? There we go. Had to convert all of the SMB2 layout graphics I have to make it fit. Oh, interesting. Just waiting. Waiting. There we go. And just walking off a cliff for no apparent reason. I don't mind deaths when I do something actual, like, reasonable, but when you just do something stupid like that, you feel like a real dummy. Okay, I feel like a digital dummy. That was a line they kept using in one of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Episodes. You're a real digital dummy. Because 4Kids couldn't come up with a better insult. Admittedly, digital dummy is at least kind of funny. As far as, like, 4Kids dialogue goes, it could do so much worse. Alright, we're not getting the power up. Miss. 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 This split is making me choke. Not Lenny. Okay, now this time I will enter the retry door for no reason. Maybe when I'm at home in the near future, I'm going to grab a differenter controller. Okay. I need to be embiggened for this. We'll be careful. Less careful than I was hoping. Can I just get this? No, I need to be moving a lot faster. What is happening here? I need to get the Koopa into position. Should have ducked. Should have had a V8. There's so much you can do. Oh, right, because that cuts that. That solves that problem. Okay, I have this. I have no idea what I wanted to do there. Pokies! What am I trying to accomplish here? Is that what I was trying to accomplish here? I don't know. Oh, I guess I did... I need the vine. But why does it matter? Oh. Oh, it eats the block underneath it. Okay, I understand now. It just took me a minute. It just took me a minute. Oh, it is warm. There's a commonality between when I stream in Seattle and here. In both cases, it's relatively warm, but at least over here I have AC. The problem is I can't run the AC and stream at the same time because it basically blows completely and utterly at the mic. So, no. That didn't help. Get a power to the checkpoint, need to take time. Yeah, I thought about that. I just don't want to take the time. Like, the shell was a way of cheesing it, kind of. But also, like, you get this mushroom here, and I don't think it matters so much. So. But I did consider that. Let it be known that I did think about it. There we go. I'm gonna claim victory on getting these piecemeal. Because I'm not going back to the beginning. Okay, cool. So now we scroll this in, and that blocks that. And then while this is happening, I come over here and retrieve the shell and drop it. So that spawns. And then I mess up. Well, we figured that part out. I appreciate the ridiculous number of retry things for this more puzzly section. I really do appreciate that. Okay. So put that there. Hit the thing. Jump around. Get my House of Pain on. I wasn't listening to House of Pain. Do they even have more than one song? I want the moon. How could I have gotten the moon? I'm pretty sure I can get the moon. I have an idea that would work. If I'd known that was there, I could do this. I'm gonna sandbag because I want that moon. I'm a fool. But I want the moon. It's a fool's moon. I think I got halfway through that book and then stopped reading it because I had to return to the library. There it goes. It spawns a 3-door. Just do a wall clip. Y'all with your wall clips and mid-airs. What's up, Sensational Cheater? How you doing? Do a flip! Maybe a shell jump? That is exactly what I'm thinking. Because I realized I could respawn that shell by walking backwards, because there's no, like, permanent damage. So that's the plan. Doing good? Excellent. Always good to hear. I got back from GDQ a couple days ago, so I'm still a little tired in my endeavor, but it was oh crap. It was a good trip. Had fun, hung out with people, made some prototypes, did some hacking, all the good stuff. I've got one prototype I want to work on now that I need... oh, I killed him again. That I might want some input from Daiso on real quick. But, you know, once I can get that information from him. He may or may not remember, which is the problem. Okay, there we go. I think that that's too... oh, I jumped the gun. Okay. Do you remember when I learned that phrase? It was in the it was in a Beatles song. Somebody jumped the gun. sounds fanciful, but really just means you know, went before the starting pistol. It's not much of a statement. Okay, this time we have plenty of time. Okay, we've cleared the path. That wasn't the next step. I failed to cook the next step. Converting vegetarians. Minding the gap since 1996. So, fun fact I learned. Fizbit wanted to play some SNES games and wanted to try out the Run-Ahead mess edit, which he's like now one of the owners of, or the owner of, or something. And he found it weird that apparently SMW has 3 frames of lag, and I'm like, that doesn't sound right. He's like, huh. He goes back, he actually finds, in collaboration with some other people, I think, an actual bug in MESN, which is causing an extra frame of lag on Super Nintendo games. So this is all good, except for the fact that Super Mario World still has 2 frames of lag when it should have 1 frame of lag like every other game. And I don't know why, and honestly, I've never even heard anybody complain about it in the past. You'd think that, like, Tassers would have mentioned this at some point. Maybe I could message Fawful, maybe he'd know, but I haven't really heard anyone else complain about it. Okay, now I just need to spawn the shell. And now I need to take it with me. Oh. That wasn't always there. Just put a shell jump, just saying. Wasn't always there. Don't mind me. I'm just making sure you're not overwhelmed by an extra mushroom when you don't need or can't have it. Thank you, Yoshi, for your service. Alright, what are we looking at now? The reset thing. I probably need to escort this fish. I think that's what's happening here. Fish escort. Escort? Yeah, that looks like it. That was cool how it's moved over. Oh, right, I can swim. Well, what's the point of that, then? Why did I want that? I don't think I did want it. Need to lose the mushroom? Oh. Well, that answers that question. Oh, I need to fall. Oh, this is a concept. Gotta go? Alright, talk to you later. Good luck. I understand the concept of this area now. And I overshot. Alright, now what? Making progress in a way. Okay, I didn't want to hang myself up there, and I did. Thankfully, this retry pipe is right here. It's not so bad. And I suspect that this part here is necessary to get the spawn timing to work. But it's hard to know. That's the thing. Okay, Soapy Skies. Dude, very nice of him to put that there. This is one of those things where, like, I'm not sure this is a better idea than just doing the first 2 sections. Because, like, we're suddenly now doing a big puzzle thing. Which I do like puzzles, but... let's change the tenor of the level significantly. Knowing this hacker, there's probably going to be a bonus section afterwards, possibly. They've made a lot of very good, but longish levels. Keep doing that! What a shame. What a shame. Really big shoe. Kind of hungry. Eating a lot of fruit lately. I went and got like a bunch of plums and put them in the fridge. And every time I eat one of those, I keep thinking about that stupid plums in the icebox poem, which is literally like 4 lines. They're so juicy and delicious. And yeah, plums. Cold plums? Still juicy and delicious. Can't argue with the poem. I just don't like poetry that much. The timing there is tight. Or maybe I'm dumb. Maybe it's easy if you just don't think about it. Okay, yeah, I want to spin jump immediately instead of jumping onto it just to save a couple, like half a second. Did it again. I did it again. Man. I'm just thinking about those beans. I'm not sure what I'm going to do tomorrow. I need to get dinner at some point. I'm thinking about food. It's always a problem. When you eat earlier in the day, you get hungry. Had a burrito around like 2. Turns out next Tuesday, when we're all in the office, we're actually just gonna have like meetings back to back in a huge hour-long meeting. And so I was like, you know, we should probably just get that like food brought in for that. I was instructed to just make it happen. So it would be like a Chipotle group order or something similar. Throw Grubhub at it, I'm not really sure yet. Way too early. Okay. Ah, that felt close. And the time. It resets. Lovely. Not gonna get hit by the stupid fish. If I bounced on the last one, it would have worked out. Okay, I think I'm seeing the timing for this. Barely. Oh, I should have stayed on it one more. I don't get this. It seems like it's really tight. Keep landing on him, but that doesn't do it justice. For great justice. I landed on him. Don't hug the muncher. Do not hug the muncher. Am I foolish? Is there an obvious and easy way of doing this? Because I'm like spending a lot of time thinking, what should I do in terms of like regrabs? Oh, there we go. Miracles. Okay, let's hit the reset and see what happens. Okay. That was unexpected. I want the embiggening. I really want to complete this in one go, because I'm not entirely convinced I can't. Why did I want that? Oh, I need to get hit. I'm a moron. I want to try hugging that right wall there next time. Okay, I understand what to do now. Yep, that wasn't difficult. Okay, so now I want to not die. I need to release the fish. The fish has been released. I'm not really sure what the tricky bit there was. Not killing the fish, perhaps? Okay. I see. I think I see. Okay, so I need to make that, use the block in a retrievable manner. I also need to do it on the right side. Okay. Actually, when it was flopping, it might have actually made it. I should have let it go for a little bit longer. But that's the intended solution. You know, he's gonna get me on one of these. Like, I'm gonna think I need to get hit, and I don't. And I actually need to save my hit, and I'll have done, like, something complicated to get there. Okay. It seemed like the right thing to do. There's a trick here. A very large trick. I can feel it. I mean, maybe not here. I guess I feel this. Like, I understand this trick and I did it. That wasn't that hard. No, not again. Mistakes were made. It's another really long level despite its checkpoints. Like, I'm not actually going to complete that many levels, but I did pick names that out of the hat that looked like they would be longer and more interesting levels. Because, like, when you play a Timmy level, you're like, oh, it was 2 minutes, that was fun. But, like, some of these levels are good and long and difficult. Oh, this is the part I can't do again. Crap. Oh, that's why I need to not die. That worked, okay. That's a solution. Terrifying. Vaguely reminded of Kurosu Mario all of a sudden. The one where, like, the goal of every stage is to die. Which was actually pretty funny. What? Okay, that works. I legitimately thought that wouldn't kill me. Like, I would have killed the fish, but I guess that's not how that works. Off by 0.5 millimeter. Cool. Thank you, floppity fish. What how many of these are meant for trickiness, and how many of them are meant for, like, just making it so you cannot spawn stuff early? This is actually fine for what I want to do. I don't mind going around the loop again. Oh, I do mind. I do mind immensely. No, that's how you get in there, huh? Figure I'd at least try. Man, they make this not actually terribly difficult. You just have to stand here. Okay, up and at them. I've already gotten the dragon coin, but I had a... That was stupid. That was stupid of me. Okay. I have a vague feeling that pipe goes somewhere. I wanted to try it out. It's like the perfect place to hide a little secret. I mean, you can't really do portraits in this game, but, like, you could do something. Or under the rule set. Alright, well, at least I figured that out. I think. I don't actually have an intellectual answer on how to do that, but I've got a physical answer, and that's good enough. Okay, so now we go through here. Go up. Up the thing. Run into the fish. Make sure not to kill fish. We need him to be flopping around. Okay, and then we just hop the thing. Throw up the block. That's something Rosalina did in Borgie Man's comic. It is an actual very good brick joke. I like the gradient in the background. It's got kind of like 70s appeal. Okay. I want to test the theory, so we're going to, like, hang here until we can actually do it. Nope. Alright, well, I'm going to get the Dragon Coin then. Would have been a good place to hide something, just saying. I died for that multiple times. Like a bit of a klutz. Oh, that's just the door. That was the end. I literally had this. But no, I had to check to see whether or not that thing was a friggin' actual teleporting pipe. Oh, what a silly fool I've been. Oh, well, beat the level at least. I can't be that foolish. Let's check out the credits. That level was long. And that Goomba trick was really hard. Credits for music: Master Link, Dispace, Nanako, and 7-Up. 7-Up using his own music in his own level. How ballsy. Or perhaps very high-sprited. One or the other. Anyway, cool level, lots of good setups. I kind of wish it just focused on the getting hit stuff. Like, I feel like the first area wasn't really that interested in that concept, and the second area kind of had a little bit of that. But very much the third area focused heavily on that. It would have been cool to do setups that were all that, and just have one kind of level idea. But even so, I really enjoyed that. Even if the sections did seem a little overlong. But the reset doors were plentiful, so I can't complain too much. Yeah, really good level. I expect it'll do well.